EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Just like that. Just like that. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Boom, go. Let's go. Right. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here comes Cohen. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over
at their own 26-yard line.
Carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Eason on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Sorry, I was muted. What's up?
And across midfield he goes into
just
Ravens.
on my way to a absolutely dominant win over the Ravens.
There, it'll be 2nd down.
Please do.
Stuff that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because
nothing I like more than watching Ryan lose.
Take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Does Brandon join this chat? Because I'm about to play him. I don't think he does.
Now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to be down close to a first
It's happened
down
before.
It
doesn't normally.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Did you block Ryan's extra point or something? Why does he only have 6?
I did.
Have great leverage and they're
You
easily
did?
blocked and turned to the side.
Isn't that great?
He's triggered.
Now a loose
Oh.
football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Man, I fumbled the ball.
At their own 44-yard line.
That's not
Always
ideal.
costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing that
Copy.
there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with
You
the
just let
football,
Jacob
there's
Eason
no one
run
to
for
account
15
for him,
yards.
and he turns it into a nice gain.
Hey, he's an athletic guy.
Jacob motherfucking Eason, baby.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And
Copy.
this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Jason, I can cook people in the park now.
2nd and 11
You like
now.
the one-on-ones, you know? Feels good.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Swatted, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Crusaders, nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, they get that bad taste out of their mouth
I feel like hell. God damn.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
But you're vaccinated, baby.
But I am vaccinated. Give it a few days.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that really good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass.
Already down
and let the
13-0,
quarterback
huh?
find you. And that's
Yeah,
exactly
by fumble,
what they did
Cappy.
on that play.
Is that 3 scores or 2?
Nice chunk of yardage
2.
there.
He blocked wrong extra point.
That's awesome.
And he's got this down to the 35.
I just fumbled on a rug sweep my last possession.
And utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield.
Who is
'Cause
Moss?
I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody
My rookie
come on.
running back,
He just
Quan
snuck
Moss.
out
He's
there.
elite.
Got a nice
Quan
touchdown
Moss?
there.
What do we love to
The
say?
younger brother or cousin of Landry Moss. Madden 20 superstar.
For the receiving touchdown.
Ooh, that's a touchdown. He ain't catching Rug.
Touchdown of the year.
Here we go. Good toss there, Janet. Way to hit him in stride.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate
Copy.
the break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. So when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting,
Did either of you catch the end of Brandon's game against Jamal?
So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling
I
blood
did
in the
not.
water behind them.
Jamal almost came back in the last minute of the game.
We are in
Oh,
for
really?
a good one. As we're
Yeah, he had a pick six and then a fumble recovery touchdown, and then he got the onside kick and drove down to like the 3 or 2 yard line. Just couldn't get it in there.
Wild. That would have been a big game.
Yeah, that would have been a big ass upset. That'd have been awesome.
It's Eason. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
On the play, it's second down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Flip trips? I've never even seen that
They go
formation
play
before.
action with Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Tarvarius Moore.
30-yard line.
Ooh, that's a big pick.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying to show the offense
that would have been a hell of a throw.
You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting
Jam's
another
got here
couple of stops.
slinging that
and forcing
bitch.
them into at least
Slang that rock.
situation.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Complete. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
That's Henry. Same play.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12.
Get out of that man defense.
And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
I told Ryan.
Wasn't exactly the same play, but it was man zero.
Puts him on top by a penny. It's
I told him a couple weeks ago that mixing in blitzes into your defense is good, and ever since then he hasn't stopped blitzing.
Now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
How did your game go, by the way? IRL.
We got our asses kicked.
Oh, true.
Yeah. The team that we play is good.
Like how bad?
It was 35-7.
Okay, I've seen worse.
Oh yeah, it definitely could have been worse. But we went down 14 points within the first like 4 minutes of the game, and then they got up 28-0, and then we scored 1 touchdown, and then they scored one more time. Yeah, they had 2s in the 3rd quarter. The game was over.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
Oh, that's a pick.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
We're back, baby. The Crusaders are back.
Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme?
The Ravens, the game to break this cold streak. Good.
Frustrated right now.
I sure hope so.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard.
Because if it's Ryan, it won't be me.
2nd and 3.
Oh, I don't have to play you this year, actually.
Because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I knew the risks. Thought we could make a play there.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
That was a catch?
It's good for a
my.
Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 2nd down, Akers trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right now.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Eason. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Down by 8, they say no to the field goal, looking for the end zone on 4th and goal. They're going to try and throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Boy, so another interception.
Route wide open.
It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
He's too greedy. I knew he wouldn't go there.
Still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, You are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number 1 rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I don't understand man coverage in this game, though. It just never works for me.
And it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option
Pick
when you score a
six.
touchdown. An easy call.
Ryan is just throwing this game away.
And that one
It's not Ryan. There's nothing you can do against an unstoppable tide of masculinity.
Makes the score Crusaders 24, Ravens 13. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rich just at Parker, are you playing on Ryan's account?
Throwing after the interception. Eason. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd down, here's Eason. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Baltimore.
From the gun, Eason. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Eason sets to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30.
Bruh, I made the play. Come on.
Touchdown. Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the
See what he
Ravens
says?
draw a bit
Just gets
closer.
fucking dropped in even though you're right on top of him.
I'm on his inside hip, and it's not a lot. So why does he catch it?
A series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Rolling to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Hey, Green. Off the field. Drill Green. 36. Mike, 36.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now, Akers, and he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st and 10, Eason. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Akers, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
All Ryan feels comfortable calling right now is halfback dive and counter. I've got him right where I want him.
They would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is
He shanked it.
To not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what,
Let's
you keep
go.
throwing the ball with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook to Ruggs. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
John, do you ever play man? Or do you just play zone all game?
Almost never.
You have to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you just hold a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give the defense a really nice opportunity.
That's like once every 2 games.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers, and he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down.
Of course, they're making a bunch
It'll
of
set up a
adjustments.
2nd and 7.
Yeah.
At the 5-yard line.
Going right back to Akers. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
The ball carrier.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And a Raven 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Eason to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that
He
should
didn't
give them
want
something
none.
to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a run with Akers.
He has PTSD from the other picks.
And he's got it across the
His only play is to run the ball right now. Can't throw it. He's rattled.
26 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter,
but can come in and keep drives going.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run this with Akers. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll throw on first down with Eason. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, Akers. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into
finally popped one.
Baltimore touchdown. Cam Akers, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
The score, Ravens 27, Crusaders 24. Brett Maher.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down.
Oh my gosh.
They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Sucks.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
36 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Motion out the backfield. Motion out the backfield. Mike, 36.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
So.
Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Just shy of midfield.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
That's good. 4th and 10.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd down and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
4th down.
Uh-oh, upset alert in Pittsburgh, baby.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there.
No.
He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
No.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Fucker.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The tackle made by
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Steelers score and take the lead.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he went
Over
nowhere.
the Crusaders by
Back to
4.
the 33.
We have to score a touchdown or lose.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final
Brandon never
timeout.
kicks field goals
As
anyway.
they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Where's that going, bro? Did you see how just not even anywhere near my guys?
Yeah, it was like in the middle of all your routes.
Oh,
It was like, just fucking toss it up. Hopefully someone comes near it.
Understand
That's
this.
heartbreaker.
You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted.
The Crusaders losing streak continues.
So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Orlando on their own 35. 40 seconds to go. 2 timeouts.
You see the defense I'm running, John?
It's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They
I'm dropping like 9 people in coverage.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together,
Oh, he finds the soft spot.
defensive lineman, linebacker, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take
One worked like 6 times in a row.
Going in.
Every opportunity when the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar.
Oh man, he loves that doubles formation, bro.
Get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah,
Gun doubles. Simple, but it's really good.
So for the Ravens, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week.
Okay.
Meanwhile, for the home team,
No timeout.
the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll look to get back on track next week.
Nope.